In fact, being obsessed with love is also a kind of psychological delusion. It's also a state of mental confusion. If you just change a little bit, change your approach a bit, it won't be so painful. I remember about 20 years ago when I was teaching the 400 verses on the middle way. I recall at that time the story was about a king who loved his son very much. But later it seems that the son died. Roughly that was the plot. After the son died, the ministers and the people below him were afraid the king couldn't take it, and that he might die as well. So they went to the king and told him a skillful means, saying, "Your son has become rigid." Rigid has two meanings. One is rebellion, as in revolting, that's one meaning, and the other is death. So when the king first heard this, that his son was rigid, he thought, my son is trying to seize my throne. He thought his son had betrayed him, so he immediately ordered the army to be prepared. He wanted to have him killed. He hated him intensely. Even though it was his son, as soon as he heard rigid meant rebellion, he saw him an enemy, afraid his throne would be taken, and hated him. The ministers said, "We are preparing to use the army to deal with your son. The one who rebelled, he has already been killed." After he was killed, the king, happy, beat drums, sounded gongs, a celebration. But in reality, his son was still the same son as before. It was just a matter of words. At first, he thought, this is my son, the son I love dearly. He was especially attached to him. If you put it to him this way, maybe in the king's heart, there would be a problem. But as soon as you say he rebelled, that he tried to seize from you, at that moment, he immediately felt anger and hatred toward him. So so-called love, at its root, is actually very selfish. Look at the king's love for his son. The moment this kind of love faces conflict, like when he tries to seize your throne or even tries to kill you, when you start seeing him as an enemy. You don't like him at all anymore. I once met someone. She said she had a really bad impression of England. She didn't like the whole country at all. She especially hated England. I asked her why. Because she used to have someone she liked there, someone she was fond of. But later, he betrayed her. So she ended up having no good feelings toward all of England. I told her, not all English people are like that. Not everyone betrayed you. What does this place have to do with it? What does the country have to do with it? But whether you call it ignorance or this kind of attachment, it's really strange. From a normal person's perspective, your attachment to a certain person, you have nightmares because of it. And for this reason, toward an entire country, towards so many people, you develop a special kind of attachment. So in terms of worldly logic, love is indeed a particularly unreal, a kind of discriminating thought. But people just can't understand this kind of reasoning.